are they going to consider that also as evidence of English proficiency? Let's see what they said. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie Fosua and I'm a registered nurse in the UK. In today's video, I'm here to explain to you what the new NMC proposals with regards to the English language requirements actually means. So as most of you are aware, on the 28th of September, the NMC had a meeting with regards to the consultations that were done some few months ago. After the meeting, they have agreed to make some changes. These changes is what I'm going to explain to you. So they made two major changes, right? But in those two major changes, we have about 5 different changes. The first one is that the council has agreed to standardize the minimum score they accept when combining test scores. So what does this really mean? According to the article that was released by Nursing Times, it says that this means the NMC is ready to adjust the scores accepted individually across the 4 domains of tests, which is the reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Currently, when you're combining your test scores, the rule is that you, the applicant, need to achieve an overall combined score of 7 or B, 7 in the IELTS and B in the OUT. However, if the score is below 6.5, that is in IELTS, or C+ in the OUT, in any of the modules, that is reading, listening, speaking, or writing, the change now is that the NMC now accepts combined test results with an overall combined score of 7 or B, providing that no part of the test is scored more than half a point or half a grade below the minimum required. So for example, this means if you scored a 6 or a C in writing, where the minimum score is 6.5 or C+, you will still be able to combine your test scores. So this means that, let's say in your first test, you had 7 in all the 3 modules and you had 6.0 in writing. Then in your second sitting, you had 6.5 in writing, but let's say you had 6.5 in reading and 7 in all. You can still go ahead and club these results as long as your overall band score in both is 7.0. Before, the time period for you to be able to club your results was 6 months. Now, in the new proposals, they have extended the period to 12 months, which is 1 year. Now, let's go to the second proposal that they made. We'll go back to the website and read from there. The second proposal is the NMC plans to allow employers to provide evidence of English proficiency. What does that mean? Well, according to them, they plan to accept supporting evidence where an applicant has 1. Training English in a country where English is not a majority spoken language, or narrowly miss passing the English language test. So the reason behind this proposal is in the next paragraph, which I'm going to read, and I'll put it on the screen also. It says, this proposal will allow employers to provide objective information and evidence to us about someone's use of English in a health and social care setting in the UK, including evidence from interactions with people who use services. This proposal will provide greater flexibility for people who are already contributing to the health and social care in the UK without affecting the high standard of English language skills needed to deliver safe and kind, effective care. So for all those who are now in the UK, most people are nurses in their home country but are now practicing as carers here. Most of the reason is that they didn't get the required band score to join the register. Now the NMC says if you missed, let's say you had 6.0 in writing, or you had 6.5 in reading, which is the major challenge for most people, the NMC said in these instances, your employer can actually send in another evidence of English proficiency by stating how well you're able to interact with patients and colleagues at work. Now, there was another thing we were all interested in, that we were expecting the NMC to do something. That is, most people are trained in English in the universities, isn't it? Are they going to consider that also as evidence of English proficiency? Let's see what they said about that. It says, we also consulted on whether to accept postgraduate qualification taught and examined in English as supporting evidence. While there were similar levels of support for this proposal, the consultation raised some issues for us to consider further. Given the variety of postgraduate courses, these issues are more complex to address. So we are not making a recommendation on this to council at this point. We will do more work to decide whether it will be feasible and beneficial, and will return to council with a recommendation at a later date. So they are not going to make changes, as I read, to them because the courses or the models we take in schools differ, but they are hoping to return to that subject later on. In a nutshell, what's the changes about? You can now club results that you've taken within a period of 12 months. Also, even if you get below 6.5 in one of the seatings, you can still go ahead and club your results, which I've already explained. Secondly, if you are working for a UK employer in the health and social care setting and you nearly missed the required band score for IELTS or OET in order to join the register, your employer can send in evidence of English proficiency on your behalf. That is, they can talk about how you're able to communicate effectively with patients and your colleagues, and the NMC is willing to consider all these things. So that is good news. However, this changes is going to take 23. So fingers crossed. I wish you all the best, and hopefully many of you can now join the NMC register. If you like this video, please share, subscribe to my channel, and like it. See you next time. Bye.